Hey, folks, just a friendly reminder that all shows on the Madness Comic Network are produced by their individual hosts and in no way reflect the opinions of the network as a whole. The statements in the following broadcast are not necessarily the opinions of the Madness Comic Network, its staff, sponsors, or contributors. This show is rated TVMA, as are all of them and all those other letters. Viewer discretion is highly advised, and, just do what Doc says. Read that again. Peace, everybody.
Who am I, you ask? I was created in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by the waste of a dying world. I was bestowed with an insurmountable task: bring peace after decades of death, persecution, and chaos. I am a grandchild of war, destined to help two camps which hate has fueled for far too long. Surprisingly, I am not alone. Have an odd bunch to make the road a little more bearable. Come with me to bring hope where there was despair, respect where there was resentment, creativity where there was destruction. I am Pinocchio, and this is my story.
Flip City Magazine is just really pulling out all the stops, man. Your guys' production value of this magazine has gone insane. I mean, look at that. I mean, I remember when you guys, it was black and white. Even when it was black and white, I thought your quality was great. But damn, they just really stepping it up a notch. Look at this. James Corbett, boys. James Corbett.
Genuinely cutting. But also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
No fancy intros today. Just what up?
We don't need it. The awesomeness level of me just popping onto a camera, brother, is enough to get the audience fired up.
Yeah.
What's up, Josh? What is up, Grey Wolf?
I don't know what's up with Josh. All he ever says is free. I'm thinking it's bot. I don't know.
Okay, well, Josh, can you say something more profound to me? I love freedom.
No, if you're gonna say free, add dumb. Freedom. You say
Yeah.
freedom, you can type that in my chat.
What's up, Levi? Levi Skeen, one of my favorite people. Love this guy.
Levi showed out to the show-offs the other day.
That's what I heard.
Showed
Now-
off some old magazine stuff. Cool as hell.
In fairness to myself, my fat ass was hungry. I went to go eat, so I missed it.
Well, I ate between. I mean, there's an hour between when we quit and when we started.
We left. We went out of town to go to a nice
Left the
place.
house.
Yeah, we had to get out of here. And there's a couple of great restaurants down the road in Warm Springs, Georgia. Just awesome.
All right, I'm gonna need your help next weekend, Doc.
I'm not moving a couch. I done told you.
But I'm going to be over at Pete and Tasha's next weekend,
Mhm.
trying to do shows from there, like
Yeah.
sometimes I want to do. But I'm also going there to help with the yard sale.
Okay, all right.
So I'm gonna need somebody, as a backup on the shows in case I have to go out and sell some comics right now.
I will do my dead level best. Let's get it. Let's get another alternate as well. Maybe Chris, if he's available.
I don't know. I just want somebody to make sure somebody's there for the drawstring besides me.
Yeah, I can handle the drawstring.
The show offs, it's like I can have Dustin probably handle it for me with Dave, or be there with me like he was the other day.
Right.
That's
Hey,
awesome.
Grey Wolf. Right on. I got my copy of Bancroft's Painted Death graphic novel today. It's awesome. Awesome. Great, man. I love to hear about people getting product in their hands. And I can't wait for people to have a damn dirty thing in their hands. We're supposed to be going to print any day now. I mean, literally, Anthony's formatting the pages, getting them ready to go out.
I got Tibby the other day.
You got Tibby?
I got Tibby the other day. Tibby, in her time traveling.
I still contend an Eisner-worthy cover.
Then that's the cover I got too. So
Yeah, that is an Eisner-worthy. Isn't there a category in the Eisners for cover?
I
Cover
do
art.
not know, Doc. I'm not an artist. Never cared.
I never looked into the Eisners either. I'm kind of asking the chat.
I mean, I know the writers get. I know, like Mike's got two.
Yeah,
One's drawing, So
I don't know. I don't know.
it is.
I was in an art association for comic book artists back in the 90s. I think it was called the ACU, and they gave out the Kirby Awards for artists and I forget what they call the one for writers, but they had one for writers also.
Well, see, the Kirby Award makes sense. Right.
Levi says, yes, there is a Best Indie Art Team Award in the Eisners. Yeah.
Okay.
What are you doing, Pops?
I'm setting things up on my TV. So
He
that
looked
I
like he was
can
shooting at somebody, didn't he, y'all? Just told you kids to keep it tight.
See, that I like to see it's on the big screen. You know what I mean? I like to see us on the big screen.
Yes, Grey Wolf, absolutely. I flatten when I send the images to Anthony. Once we have gone and done the visual edits, we've looked at everything, make sure there's no boo-boos. I go ahead and we flatten, seal everything except, like you said, for the lettering. Ask me about sometime I've held it.
Oh, what?
Ask you about what, Levi?
Ask me about sometime held it. Ask me what I've held sometime.
As long as it ain't too personal.
Oh shit!
I've been known to hold a thing or two in my life.
I'm just saying, I mean, sometimes it even takes two hands, but yeah, no, it's just the way it is. Where the hell is it?
To all the boobs I've held before, who've wandered in and out my door, I dedicate this song.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I met this girl once, and we talked. We basically were playing the mating game and whatever. And she said, "You just want to hang out with me because of the size of my boobs." And I said, "Well, I'm not gonna lie."
Listen, if you want to know why we started
this, visions, bro. I was like, I'm walking away from that.
If you want to know why I started this conversation with you, yes, from across the pool, I saw those bad boys and thought I'd come over and introduce myself to the three of you.
Well, I mean, no, it's like I'd seen her many times, but it's like we'd talked before, but it was like just that one. You just like. Why not? And we both kind of went, why not at the same time? You know what I mean? Because we'd known each other for a while.
No, I've only always had the purest of thoughts and relationships. Dude,
I was the only
respecting women.
Hold up. I was the only pothead at the NA meetings where I met her.
Hello, Fanta, darling.
I was, like had to for parole go to the NA, but I was just a pothead.
Oh, okay.
Everybody there just laughed at me. You know what I mean? They were like, "What are you doing here?"
Levi has held an Eisner Award for the best indie art team. His buddy Andy Owens and Jorge Jones won it for Dark Horse's Buffy comic. Sorry, I had to clean my brush. All right, we forgive you.
Okay.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah.
Listen.
It's funny, Doc, because I was the safest guy at the NA meeting.
Well,
I wasn't an addict on the shit that she was worried about, right? So I was the safest guy to talk to there, So I wouldn't lead her down the wrong road because I wasn't on it.
My hometown is the same county as Hilton Head Island, which is where rich people go to put on bikinis, okay? So all I'm going to say is that stunning brunette that I saw every day by the pool, she'd start her morning at the pool. She'd wander down to the beach for most of the day. She'd wander back up to the pool in the evenings wearing way, way too little bikini for that body. I just want to say that all I was interested in when I talked to her was this conversation that we had about politics. That was it. That was my only reason for approaching her, because it was a red, white, and blue bikini. So,
freedom, like I said, you can post about
freedom.
Right? Freedom. We get it. All right. So I guess we'll take a little run through the madness, see what people have posted.
Let's do that very thing.
Our wonderful Facebook, right?
I'm ashamed of myself, Pops. I didn't post in the madness this week. I didn't do it.
Look, people, it's the best kept secret on Facebook. Although 2,800 people and growing, it's really not a secret anymore.
Right.
The group has steadily grown at the same pace since the beginning.
Right.
It's, a couple hundred people every couple months. Same as always, just keeps growing. The YouTube channel, on the other hand, is on steroids right now.
YouTube keep fighting back.
No, I mean, it's on. My channel's on steroids right now.
It
seems like it was just the other day when we went, woohoo, we got to 1,000 subscribers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're about to be at 1,100 subscribers.
Everybody says once you break that 1,000 mark, it rolls pretty good for a while.
Yeah, it's been pretty solid, and the show views are all doing better. All the shows getting better views.
Yeah. And here's the thing, though. YouTube will fight you to get to that 1,000.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to fight you there. And I think they're doing it to see if you're serious.
But see, they're still fighting me, Doc, because I can show you something that would freak you out, man.
Don't freak me out.
In the analytics, right? We have, 4.3 thousand or 4.4 thousand pieces of content on our channel.
Right.
Now a lot of them are shorts, like 700-800 of them are shorts. So we still got 3,500 long format shows. But when I look at our lifetime analytics, I get really stumped by one thing.
What's that?
One thing.
What's that?
I'm gonna show you because I go to Lifetime here. And I'm going to show you our list of shows, right? Our list of stuff that we've put up on the channel over there. And it starts at the highest, the thing that got the most views, and then it goes down from there. But what I want you to notice is out of 3,500 videos, right? You look at these. Okay, we had the one, the big short that got over 8,000 views. And then we had a spaghetti western jamboree of Brian's that had almost 1,400 views. The rest of these are pretty much shorts, right? Okay, so we got a few 700, 600, 500 to the top 10, right? To the top 10. But then when you get below that, you got a few more in the 500, 505, 503, but then all of them just die at 400, bro. We have 200 shorts that died between 400 and 500 views.
See, I don't know what any of that means.
Except that they shut the fucking switch off when you get to a certain point.
Okay, I got you.
A lot of these videos that have gone over 500 are ones that we purposely pushed over 500.
Well, here's how I know.
Figure out why they were stopping.
Yeah, here's how I know there's shenanigans. Because I'm not the number one viewed. That's how you know. Beyond a shade, you can't have this much charisma and not be number one.
The thing that kills me though, Doc, is that if I go through this whole list, like I said, you'll see hundreds of them that are stuck between 400 and 500 views. And it's like, why? Why won't you let these things continue to be seen once they reach 400? It's like they turn it off.
I don't know. Hopefully now that you're above 1,000 subs comfortably, a little cushion there. Hopefully we'll start to see that change.
Well, that's just it. I haven't seen it in a while. We haven't had one break 500 in I don't know how long, man. I'm like, I keep seeing them get to 4 and quit, and get to 400, they get to 480, they'll get to 490, and then die. Just die.
I'm calling shenanigans because no shit, man. I should be getting hundreds of views, hundreds. I go to my analytics, Pops, and I kid you not, I clicked on one that said comparative analysis, and I clicked on it, and it literally said, hear me on this, it said, nobody likes you.
I think out of 4,400 videos, we have 25 that have broken the 500 view barrier. Out of 4,400 pieces of content, we only have 25 that have broken that barrier. Most of them were me and Jeff Bracey pushing them over. Because you see a whole bunch of them at 501, 502, 503, 504. Yeah. It's like 15 of them between 500 and 505. And those are ones Jeff and I pushed over on purpose just to see if we could. It was crazy. YouTube,
they don't like me. They said so. They said so. Nobody likes you.
Just quit messing with people, YouTube. Just quit. That's all I got. YouTube today.
I'm going to tell you right now, when my novella gets on the New York Times bestseller list, they're going to feel very, very silly for not liking me.
Well, see, that's why I had to make sure that I get a proof copy, because it's going to be a bestseller, right?
Now, I'm going to say this, Pops. I love you, and you are a machine when it comes to your grammar and spell check. Chris Brown found about 20 more.
What'd you do? Give him the full version? You gave me the short version, remember?
No, I gave you everything. But I sent him the same thing I sent you. But in fairness to myself, he was like, "Are you using the Oxford comma or not? Because you seem inconsistent."
See, I said that too.
Well, hold on. And I said the same thing to him. I said to you, "Yeah, I'm aware I'm inconsistent with the use of the Oxford comma, but I kind of think of it in this way. I'm using it as an audible pause or not, because it's narrated in a voice, an active voice. It's present tense.
I didn't have a problem with that. I just quit messing with your commas after that, or I would have found 22.
Right. Now, he did find one spelling boo-boo, though. Through was spelled as though, THOU. And I was like, how did they get past me and Pops?
Did the word though fit?
I don't even know. I'd have to go back and look.
If the word though fit in the sentence, I wouldn't have corrected it. I'd been all right, whatever.
Right. But what I was going to say, all kidding aside, Chris was like, he's like, man, I hope you don't think I'm being arrogant. It's like, no, dude, I'm a pro. I don't have a thin skin. If I made a boo-boo, please call it out so I can fix it. I'm not a snowflake.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the whole point.
That's your white supremacy talking.
I mean, I found a few in his book that I sent him, but see, it's like I get to the point where it's easier for me to just take a picture of it and send it to you and go, are you sure that's what you mean?
Yep. Is this what you really wanted to say here?
Or I think you spelled that word wrong, or a missing word. A few times I run into that where they'll leave a word out, and the sentence doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and you can usually spot my boo-boos when it's in a really good part of the story, because I'm typing so fast when it's good that I'm gonna make mistakes. I fat finger the hell out of the keyboard.
And then there's the second pass through, which I haven't done on yours because I don't have a physical copy of it. But the second pass through is where I actually read it, and I'm not looking for errors. That's where the sentence context comes in, and they go, oh, that sentence doesn't make sense. And you see what I mean? But when I go through it the first time, I'm just scanning for spelling errors. So the word though is a real word, right? And until I go to read the book,
the context, yeah. What's up, Doran? Good to see you, Doran. Levi, Fanta. Hey, look, we're just hanging out. We're going to take a casual stroll through the madness here on Facebook.
And if you don't know about the madness, you should know. Just go join. Because you'll see people like this. Our girl Katie Shaw,
who will be on my show this week.
Yes. 2 days from now. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, you got Dragon Child, which I think has gone up a little bit since she posted that. Oh no, this is an hour ago. Okay, 56% funded, rolling right along. Sam, I got on Sam's ass a little bit. I was like, dude, you got to post.
Yeah.
He's like, my comic store isn't getting any love. I say, you ain't telling anybody about it, Sam. Come on. So he went out this morning. He dropped the link. He has a Fun My Comic store over there where you can get 47 Furious Tales, Reign of Ages, Tibby. You can get Necroholic, all of their stuff. Even their game, I think, is on their store. So, because he does have RPG and stuff that he does too.
Yeah, Sonopa Publishing.
Yeah.
Sam Quinton. Awesome guy, awesome product, well worth a look.
Definitely. Yeah, it's like I told him, I was like, man, nobody knows you have a store. He goes, well, I had COVID and then I had the flu and been out of it. And I said, those are the times when you call Pops.
Yep. Hail Billy Power
man,
Max.
I'm out of it. Hit my fucking links for me, please.
Yeah.
I got you guys. Look, I got you when you need me. All right. I don't know any other way to say it, but if you're out of the game and I've done it for Max. I've done it for a lot of people where we actually went and did their countdown and they weren't even there.
True that. And by the way, since you said that, hail Max. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a long time.
Max DeVille over at Atrocity Press. Good guy, friend.
I ain't seen him in a long time. Don't know what's up.
Well, he was moving in between residences, so he's been dealing with that.
Well, I knew he was doing that. That was a long time ago. I don't know what's happening.
It's a process. It's a process.
A long time, so
It's a process, not an event. Like me
Yeah,
cutting
yeah.
my grass.
So yeah, we got Frank James Bailey, Turkona, David Anderson, Bad Candy Comic. Look, everybody comes over there and drop their links. They drop their work in progress. They show people what they're doing. That's what this group is about. It's promotion. It's networking. It's get you some. What do you mean potential spam? Who are you trying to mess with today? That's not spam. That's our boy Justin. Publish that shit. Facebook, all this
Right.
in my group. I don't want to
Facebook.
hear, I'll remove it. Damn, leave it alone.
Facebook is so bizarre.
Yeah. Michael Peters. Again, I love to do, but he never gives us a link here in the group, and he thinks we're all going to go look for it. And I'm trying to explain to him, the group is here for you to put links so people don't have to go try and find shit everywhere.
Right.
Put the link in the post or in the
Make it
comment.
as easy to find your product as possible.
Ain't nobody going to click on Michael Peters and go from there to go find it if you could have just put a link here in the first place. You know, like that right there. You want to go look at Nander's? It's right there. Boom. Click the link. You're looking at it.
Is that Nandor?
Yeah.
Okay. What's up, Nandor?
And there's 5 days to go on that. I think that's that Travis Gibb anthology. Which I won't lie, I haven't paid a lot of attention to because it's Travis Gibb, but you know.
Yes, past Master Dan, reduce the steps it takes to find your product. And by the way, hail and good to see you, brother.
What's up, my friend? My friend. Just down south of the border right there from me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, make it easy on us, people. Make it easy on us. Because I tell you what, Michael, I've seen you post a whole bunch of stuff in the group. I ain't seen a link to click on, and got time to chase stuff. I offer you this group so you can put stuff here with a link to click on. That's
I need to watch that one by Silverline.
This one was good. That was last night.
Yeah, and I didn't get to see it, so that's on my list of things to look at today.
Yeah, it was funny too because of course you got me in the chat throwing in my 2 cents about different subjects like they're asking it's do's and don'ts on both sides of the table, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
As a fan, number one when I'm looking across the table is don't be looking at your phone. If you're not making a sale where you're swiping somebody's card, put that fucking phone down. You're at a Comic-Con, interact with your fans.
Well, correct, absolutely. Yeah, both sides of the table. There are certain etiquette things like if you're the fan or customer on the other side of that table, same thing. Don't be on your damn phone. Number one, you're there to talk to the guy on the other side. But number two, this one used to get all over me. Don't walk up and say, "Hey, what's for free?" I had like 4 or 5 people ask me that, and I said the water fountain is right over there.
I would have pointed at the the media table where everybody puts all their brochures and shit.
Yeah.
That's just free.
Well, the water fountain was closer, so I pointed at it. There's a water fountain right there. Get out of here. And
look, that's also don't walk up to a table and set your stuff on somebody's.
Never
on their
put
table.
your shit on somebody's
put
product.
Your backpack on the floor. Do not put your drinks or anything on somebody's table.
Right. Right.
Okay. And I myself have been guilty of that a couple of times. But I made sure it was a clear spot of the table where I set my backpack down. Never a drink. Don't walk around a Comic-Con with the drink.
I will, but I won't put it on anybody's table.
I can just see one of these cosplayers come flying through and knock a drink out of somebody's hand and take out.
Listen,
who knows what?
I held my cup of coffee without spilling it in Sea State 4 on a ship. You're not going to run into me and get me to spill my coffee. Sorry. Won't happen.
One of them furries comes by, tickles your nose with their tail, and poof!
Knock a bitch out. Bam!
Careful, they got me kicked off Twitter the other day.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, don't allow your toddler to dig through the art portfolio. Yes.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah.
Control your kids. If you got little kids with you, control your children, please.
Mhm.
Please. This gentle parenting shit, okay, I get it. If that's what you do, but you know, if you can't, if your verbals aren't enough to make them behave, put them on a leash.
Well, that's just it. If your verbals ain't enough to make them behave, you already lost the game.
Yeah, I know, but you can't tell the gentle parenting crowd that. My goodness gracious, what are we looking at here?
Mr. Frazee, the Indie Monster Hall, August 2024. Dan Sane went out there. He did a podcast showing off stuff that he scored, and he has an advanced Ashcan copy of The Eternal, the one we talked with Brian about last week.
Yep.
Well, here's me.
Absolutely.
Ashcan.
Yeah, if you're going to a con, please wash your ass.
No, I'm like looking at this right here. I'm like, all I got for you is the Tim Taylor grunt. Advanced Ashcan? Hell yes. Where is mine?
Yeah.
Yes, Katie rolling right along. Now she's over 800 now, so yeah, she's rolling right along, dude.
We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can help with that a little bit when she's on the show this week.
Yes,
Katie Shaw, if you don't know, not just a good creator of really good stories and merchandise, by the way. A hell of a nice person, man. Just a beautiful soul.
See, now look, Dan, you need to come out on the show offs with us, because this is what happens here. Like, I'll be going through a box that I haven't looked at in a long time and showing stuff off, and I keep finding stuff like Mark Jeweler stuff, or something like, why is that in this box? Well, that's going over here, right?
Yeah.
It's by going through these boxes on the show that I'm finding this stuff. So
it's really only the collector's pops that will get that scene in Thor: Behold My Stuff. So when you have a collection and you're looking through it, you're just like, oh, look at my stuff.
Yep. Dude, come out on the show. Come out on the show offs with me and Dave, man, and show some stuff off. What Dave does is, like, he gets his collector friends who have stuff for sale, and he brings it out and he shows it off. And pretty much everything Dave's been showing off the last few weeks is all stuff that's for sale. Yeah,
Dave at one point, and correct me if I'm wrong, but at one point he was selling off a lot of his own stuff, wasn't he?
Well, he did. He sold off a whole. I mean, he converted most of his floppies to omnibus type shit.
Right.
I mean, it's like as soon as he they got an omnibus of this. Okay, well, I don't need that floppy, floppy, and he sold them.
Right.
But yeah, Dan, you're always welcome to join us. Come out and show off some stuff, especially if you got stuff you are trying to sell. Come hang out, show it off, bro. 3:30 on Sundays, man. See, there you go. Now make sure your duplicates, if you have newsstand and direct, make sure you have one of each. Don't consider them duplicates if you have one of each. If you have two,
that's the stuff only a real comic book nerd knows. I wouldn't have known that.
Oh yes. So you have the direct editions and you have the newsstand with the actual barcode, right?
Gotcha.
Okay, the ones with Spider-Man or Captain America in that box, those are direct editions, went straight to the comic store.
I understand now.
Yeah, so if you have one of each, that's not duplicates. That's having one newsstand and one direct edition. If you have two of one of the or the other, then you have a duplicate.
Now, of the two, which one is typically more collectible?
Usually the newsstand, because they don't do that anymore.
Gotcha. See, I learned something. All right, Katie Shaw, moving on. What else we had? Katie, love you. Can't wait to see you Wednesday.
Yep. Good. And that was that's the show.
Good night, everybody.
And we not only did Dave was there, but Levi was there too. It was awesome. Levi showed off some cool stuff. See, I love when we have a guest because then we can fill out the whole 90 minutes without rushing through it. It's way more fun. When it's just me and Dave, it seems like we're just trying to get through it before 5 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
always a good time on the open draw stream on Sundays.
Yes.
If you're an artist, feel free to drop in. If we know you, all you have to do is ask for the link. If we don't know you, ask for it ahead of time or backstage to somebody, and we'll vet you and make sure you're legit, and we'll have you on.
And there we have somebody right there making a comment. I need to get back into joining live stream drawing sessions, So yeah, Alex, you're more than welcome to join us, bro. And there it is, 73% funded with 22 days to go. There it is, Brian Frazee right there.
Knight wants to know, is there a proper way for men to scratch her balls in public?
That's not what you do. You jiggle her purse. Because that's where your balls are.
No, follow this one. Oh, pardon me.
Well, back in the day, the newsstand, like outside in New York, right? They had the newsstands, right? Where they'd come drop off bundles of newspapers, books, magazines, etc. They're out in the weather. They're not going to be in the greatest of conditions. So when you get an old newsstand, something that's in decent shape, you're pretty happy about it. You know what I mean? I know I am. Oh, there. Oh, is there a proper way? Just try to turn away from the closest women. Okay, just try to turn away from them.
I need to get some more coffee. I'll be right back.
All right, you do that. I'm gonna play an ad while you're gone, since I can. Let's see. We got a new one down in here. I just loaded. I gotta load another one too. I don't know what happened. How come that one's only 21 seconds? I could have swore you sent me the longer one, but okay. I could have swore you sent the longer one. We'll play this one for now. There it is, right there.
And we're back.
See that? That video is for that thing we're showing right there. See how that works? Mm-hmm. Jeffrey Haas, the representative of many indie creators. What do we got here? So-called living books. Okay. So-called living is a dark comedy set in a world where the extraordinary is ordinary. Gee, that sounds like the world we live in now. Where the ordinary is less than ordinary.
Let's talk about this for a minute. Knight just is chiming in randomly here, but we have found typically that right around that 1 minute mark is about as long as you need to go.
Yep.
If you're a minute and a half, minute 45, 2 minutes, that's really too long.
We only use those for pee breaks night.
Right.
The long ones are when we have to actually get up out of the chair and go do something. Then we
right. But typically the best ones to draw eyes to your campaign are at that 1 minute mark, or even
45
less.
seconds to a minute. Yeah.
Knight says 30 seconds. Yeah, you need a little more than 30.
It's like this, Knight. If you're trying to sell your product, it's really hard to sell somebody in under a minute in the first place.
Yeah.
Give yourself the minute. We're giving you the minute. Give yourself the minute.
Right. But keep them around a minute. If you go a little bit over, okay. If you're under, that's beautiful too. And I would agree with Knight. If you can do it in 30 seconds, do it in 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Like that last one we played is only 21 seconds. But did that sell you? Or are you going to go buy it on that 21 second? You see, it's.
But I get what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
I just want him to remember these guys are trying to sell a product.
Right.
And it's just really hard to get somebody to go look at your stuff if you're not giving them enough to look at,
Okay, let's see what this comment is here. Do you know traditionally no one had to create trailers to sell their books, I guess, whether they're novels or comics? I think there's a way to do it. And I think 99% of people have no idea how to do it.
Traditionally, nobody had to create trailers because Marvel and DC were the ones marketing comics. Independent comic guys didn't have the option of doing what they did. They don't have a huge marketing conglomerate that takes care of them and makes movies about what they do. And movies always had movie posters.
Yeah, I'm interested though, Knight. You're saying 99% don't know the right way to do it. I'm going to assume you're the 1% that does. I would love to have you come on my show and tell me. I'm always willing to listen.
I mean, I've seen so many trailers. I'm a firm believer that you should have some kind of voice over giving information as well as the visual, because some people are driving down their road listening. They're not watching.
Right.
Okay. And if you're not telling them what's happening in that trailer, you're missing out on prospective customers.
Yeah. Let me say this too, Knight. That was not me being sarcastic. That was genuinely sincere. If you've got some inside knowledge on how to do effective trailers or marketing, I would love to hear from you.
Just know
always. Hey, Carrie, darling.
For 5 years, I've been looking at trailers, and I have a pretty good idea what works and what don't.
We see a lot of response from people that go, "Damn, these trailers are like watching little movies, and they're awesome," and whatever. So there's two sides to it.
If that's what you're basing,
Carrie, I'm not doing poorly, but I do always need prayer.
If that's all you have to base whether or not you're going to buy a book on, is the trailers we're playing like between the shows. I mean, if you don't actually go look at the campaign, you're not going to know what the hell it is anyway. The trailers are just kind of designed to get you to maybe go look at that and click on that link. Go look at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, that's why we play them, so that maybe you'll see something that interests you and you'll go check it out. Because I don't have time to talk about every single book that we run up into here. There's Mike Peters again.
I wish we had time to look at all of them. I mean, seriously, there's so much wondrous content in the indie spaces compared to the garbage the mainstream's putting out. I mean, come on. It's not even close.
It looks like we got David going to be live next week working on a project. So he's going to be doing some things. We got the Drumsticks of Doom, Mr. John Westhoff. I
got you, Knight. You're just saying up the quality. I got you, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Some of them aren't. I mean, look, not all these guys are video makers, or filmmakers. Like Laurie's trailers are badass, right? But she has filmmaking experience, production experience behind what she's doing. Some of these guys, you know, they're like, help. They go to somebody like Doc. Hey, can you help me make a trailer? You know,
Shit, I go to other people, man. What are you talking about? I can put one together and I can do a good job with it, but I have limited tools.
I'm pretty sure you did Zaps, right?
Yeah, I did Zaps, but like I did mine and then I gave it to Anthony. He was able to turn it up a couple of notches because he's got more tools available to him than I do.
Right.
But I get you, Knight. I absolutely understand what you're saying. Absolutely.
Oh, well, the music, they don't have, look, if they're not making their own music, that's not it, man. They have to choose out of that stupid YouTube free, or, you know what I mean? They have to go to where the free music is and pick something because they don't want to get the shows that are showing their trailers copyright smacked. So unless they're making their own music, you know, the options are limited, right?
And that's one of the things, you know, there's some really good copyright free music you can find, but it takes hours of listening through all that stuff to find, you know, out of 100 songs to find that one that's not sucking ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And actually, most of that shit that you pull off the free music, really, you know,
I mean, some of it's terrible. Yes, absolutely. Yes. I've always been blessed that, you know, as a musician, I've got a good ear so I can find good music quickly.
And Anthony's a musician. You can make music if you want to, you know, make.
Yeah. My first trailer was me and my son on the first part and my friend's band on the second part, you know, local.
I did a spoken word thing that Good Stuff and Anthony turned into a musical fucking genius piece on top of just being spoken word. They did a really good job with that. Little Good Stuff was singing in the background and they put jam music to it. Yeah. I love that.
I'll say that. I'll say this too. If and I'm going to endorse this, Pops, but this is just me. I'm not speaking for the madness. If you want high quality trailers for a product, a book, whatever it is, reach out to the Good Stuffs.
Yeah, Good Stuff's
Good Stuff and Mrs. Good Stuff are pro level. They will do you proud.
Yep.
Now, Past Master Dan says, I have good pipes, Pops. Are you a singer, Dan? Is that what you're saying?
No. He's talking about No, he probably can sing. I don't know. I ain't got to meet him yet. Now he's gonna be like, we're gonna have to do some karaoke shit.
Oh no, he says yes, he does sing. Well, Dan,
we're gonna have to go to the karaoke bar.
All right, Dan. Then we're gonna look. There are several karaoke shows. Hell, Anthony has one. Dan, as you know, DG does an open mic night.
That's not the same as going to the bar.
I know. Oh,
we got to go do a karaoke together, Dan. Because
I don't karaoke.
I can do a little bit.
I used to sing when I played in bands, but as you guys can hear, I have smoked that voice away. It's not here anymore. So, you know, sorry, no more singing from Doc.
See, my problem is that now I try to sing stuff a cappella that I never would have tried to sing a cappella when I was younger. No way, right?
Yeah, but I don't even sing in the shower anymore because I scare the soap.
I mean, I like doing shit like Turn the Page, man, with no music. Just be walking down the street singing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's good stuff. What's up, Matthew? You just played your trailer, bro.
Matthew, good to see you.
You just played that trailer just a minute ago. You missed it. Like I say, some of them just don't know. They're comic book creators or writers or artists. They don't have that marketing skill. Look, make any good ad is a marketing skill, bro.
It is.
Or a video or what. And marketing skills is one of the things that we try to help people improve on around here.
Yes.
Man,
yeah, always. And we do, you know, we're told don't use the word community. Fuck that. It's a community. In this community, we help each other. You know, I've had people point stuff out, you know, dude, man, that trailer's too long. Or when I use text blocks, you misspelled a word there. You need to fix. Yes, we need that. We put checks on each other.
I'm hoping that's directly related to you hanging out in the madness, Matthew.
Matthew, it's because of my charisma. I drew that traffic to your. It's all me. I'll take credit for it.
I mean,
Hey, speaking of which,
really?
we did pick up like 4 or 5 more backers in the last couple of days on a damn dirty thing.
Sweet.
So I'm very happy to see that. We were, I was told in no uncertain terms, you'll hit this point and it'll die and then it'll pick back up. Just be patient. So, that's what I've been doing. Just be patient because it's a storefront.
Yeah.
We've got enough funding to do a first print run. We're doing that. And then the more the merrier after that.
Right. I still want my proof copy. The novel. I want my proof copy of the novel. I want it.
You're right. It's not just marketing skill. There's some art to making them as well. But a good marketing team and a good technical team and a good art team working together. Great product.
That's why when I bring Laurie up. Okay.
Well, yeah, Laurie is. Listen,
these videos,
I hate that wench. I hate her. Okay, but she's badass. Just kidding, Laurie. I love you.
The thought first, the creativity that she puts into her videos, okay, is pretty much well outside the box of what anybody else is doing. Okay?
Yeah, think about this. Think about this.
Action shit involved in her. I mean, it's like a story being told. Okay. It's really hard to do in a minute, though.
Yeah, I can't help but think of it like this. There are commercials from the past that are so iconic that they stay with you your whole life.
Yes.
And then there's commercials that come on that irritate you so bad you want to throw something at the TV. So it's not just
big.
It's not just the little trailers we see here. I think that's worldwide. Media either hits and lands or it doesn't. and like
a lot about some of the ad campaigns, like for Budweiser and shit on the show.
Yeah, without even touching on that, think about this when you're watching YouTube. If they try to run a 40-second or 56 is the new one I've seen, 56-second ad, and you're just trying to watch a 2-minute video, I will. Dude, my eyeball fell out of my head with rage. It's like, there's not a chance in hell, YouTube, I'm going to let that ad play. Fuck off.
See, there used to be a time when they made ads that were entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Budweiser, the frogs, okay?
Yeah.
The little penguin, the doobie-doobie-doo penguin, man, that would scare everybody, right? That shit was funny, and it got your attention.
Honeycomb's big. Yeah. It's not small. No. It's stuck in your head.
Some of the jingles were flat out freaking annoying. Okay.
Yeah.
Badly annoying.
What's up? Hey, you remember this one, Pops? Here's to good friends. Tonight is kind of special. The beer we serve must say something more somehow. Yeah. You remember?
That was Lowenbrow. That was
Let it be Lowenbrow. Yeah.
I think my favorite beer.
Yes, Knight. We are brothers. You and I. We are separated at birth. I will refresh, back up, come back in. I will do anything to keep their look. YouTube. Here's a little advice for you. If you're paying YouTube, pay attention. Run ads as long as you want to, make them skippable after 5 seconds.
Okay, this is my thing, though, Doc. And never before have I wasted time watching ads. But when we watch the ads, that helps our channel. We get a little bit of money for the ad revenue for the ads that are watched.
I'm just saying, look, even if
I started watching ads because I like money.
Well, this is my thing though. I don't care if I'm getting ad revenue. I don't want to fucking. There's a channel, and I don't know how he manages it. He's a naval historian called Drakenophel and does really long videos, long form. Oh, you will rarely ever see an ad.
You don't have to be part of the ads problem.
Yeah, and he says, I don't want that. His backers give him his money.
Well, see, now when I get to that point, I can turn the ads off when I'm getting super chats or I'm getting, we're selling merch, we're making revenue in another way. Then yeah, I can turn them ads off. One thing I noticed though, and I haven't done it yet, but
oh, Matthew,
you can turn off like ads in the middle. right? You can turn it off so you don't play ads in the middle of your show.
Right.
That just be at the beginning and the end. You know.
This on screen right here. I will literally do anything and everything except watch that fucking ad. Yes, me too. On my TV, if I'm watching YouTube, I keep hitting back, play, back, play, back, play. And if I see anything other than 5-second ad or the video starting, back. I'm not going to watch that ad. And remember this, you'll sound like a crazy person, but Google is always listening if you've got devices. So tell it, I will not let your long ad play.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Because I now get revenue, I'll let the ad play. Okay.
Hey, you should totally play that one, but not on here. You should play it here. Yeah, Knight. Hell yeah, brother. I am with you.
Anyway, Stephen B., his show, Saturday, 7 p.m. Sometimes it's pre-recorded because he's a busy guy, but it's still always worth a watch. Love watching Stephen B. do his thing.
How you gonna skip over my ad? How you gonna skip over my ad like that?
Dude, you want to watch it again? It's starting over.
You didn't play it.
I know I didn't, because that's Stephen B.'s show. That's not your ad.
Oh, okay. All right.
Join
I
with
see.
Stephen B.
I understand.
I don't know what David Anderson put here. Because
it happens.
Aaron Humphreys got Jack a new toy. Yes, he did. They sold 11 comic books and got from his online store, and Jack got a new chew toy. Woo!
Nice.
Good job, Jack. Richard Duree, who will be on the Freewheeling Friday on the 6th, I believe. We'll be talking about vigilante combat. Yeah.
Who's a good boy? Who gets a new chew toy?
Chuck Dixon, what you reading? Every Saturday we replay Chuck Dixon. On Thursday we replay Ask Chuck Dixon, where now both these shows are pre-recorded, guys. His shows are pre-recorded. He'll look at his email. People send him questions at his email, and he answers their questions. His email is in the description of the show, so you can send Chuck a question for his show if you'd like to, and then watch next week.
And that does go back to Chuck was answering a question either last week or the week before about editors. Why aren't there more people in indie space advertising themselves as editors? And that's a good question. I don't know why more people don't. Now there's that I know of. It's not like you can show someone a portfolio of your art to show that you can write. What, Pops? What?
Editors, the ones I know of, are so swamped with work. They're not advertising for more work. There truly are not enough.
Because there are not enough of them. Yes, that's where I was headed with this. Listen, here's what it takes to be an editor. Are you smart? Do you read a lot? And do you have good grammar? If you do, and you have even a little bit of interpersonal skills to work with a creator, then put yourself out there as an editor, because creators will hire you. No, you're not going to get the page rate that a penciler gets, but they do pay.
Well, it's just like with you. I told you, I'm not an editor. I'm not going to say, hey, your story's missing something here, or where's it going there?
Right.
I'm not that guy, but I can.
You're a proofreader.
Yeah, I can proofread your book, but everybody always hits me with that, well, what did you think about this part or that part? And it's like, when I get around to reading it, when I'm done proofreading it, and I go back to read it for its entertainment purposes, that's an entirely different thing.
Right.
And that's where maybe the editorial part of my brain starts working, and I'm like, why do these two scenes not fit together? What's missing in between? Shit like that. And then I may have questions.
Right.
But those are questions because I didn't write it. And I have no idea if you left that blank space there for a purpose. And you know what I mean? It's like, I'm not trying to write your book. If I see that looks wanky, then I'll say, yo, dude, you know, that looks weird. What's up there? But other than
Right.
that, this is your story.
Right. So let's answer this one though. Matthew, that's a great question. My answer is weekly, especially if you've got a campaign up and running. You can use that as your constant updating on your project.
And
But yeah,
definitely weekly when you're in sign up.
sign up. You want to stay engaged with your supporters at all costs by any means necessary. Stay with it
Without a doubt.
weekly. Yeah, see, there it is. Pops, we're hitting on the same thing. You go ahead. Click it, brother.
Push the damn button. It's the wrong one.
Yeah, you're right, Knight. There is. And would you click the fucking thing? Third person we added to our book was the copy editor. Hired him before the letterer. Yes, because that's where he fits.
Yes.
Before you go to lettering, you got to have your editor. Yes. And listen, a good editor can make all the difference in the world in your story, because sometimes you can be the best writer in the world, but you're too close to your project to see the. I'll give you a great example. On my first book that I did, Pariah, Blood and Mud, I had written myself into a hole, and that was, wait, how did the bad guys know this one particular thing that there was no way for them to know that I have not explained? So I turned to some friends of mine who were writers and editors, and they helped me with that. But had I not noticed it, the book would have just gone out like that.
Now, I also, when it comes to that editing and allowing somebody to look at your book and critique it in that way, where they're going to say, you know, I think you're missing something here, whatever. Don't have it be one of your friends.
No.
Don't hire your friend, your man, to edit your book. Hire somebody you don't know.
Now, let me give you an example.
References.
Let me give you an example of a bad editor. So I got an editorial comment sent to me, not on my book, but this editor was saying, why does he keep using this phrase over and over again? What the hell? That's so childish. It's a catchphrase. The character says it all the fucking time. That's why. It shows you, as the editor, can't wrap your brain around the context of the whole book.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
so.
And like I said, it can't be a yes man. It can't be somebody that's going to agree with everything you say. That's not going to be a good editor. That's you writing a book and paying somebody to read it.
Right. And yes, hire someone indeed from your own part of the country, so that they pick up on your voice. Yes.
Regional language matters.
There you go. Now, we all know Justin is an idiot, but, you know, that's your choice. I'm kidding. Justin's a great guy. Great book. Yeah, he's a good guy. I just got to take it. I got to take a shot at Justin.
Justin, and then we got Zing Zin, or Zin Zing, which is the proper pronunciation of it, backwards.
Shin.
It's actually Sin Zing.
No,
backwards.
X is pronounced as sh.
Yeah, but it's not the pronunciation that I'm talking about. His name.
Okay,
is
I got you. Well,
Zin.
pronounce it right. Shh.
Zin Zing. Is his name?
Yeah, you hired a British editor, and they go, yeah. I had a British person read one of my books and tell me I misspelled color and honor because I didn't use O-U-R. Get the fuck out of here. I'm American.
I proofread a Portuguese book. A friend of mine from Portugal did a book, and I proofread it. And they say ho instead of o.
Uh-huh.
Right? You go, oh, yeah. And they go, oh, yeah. And I was like, you don't want that to say that in an American book.
Right.
You don't want to say ho. You guys,
right. Yeah.
That kind of translation is really serious. If you're taking on somebody's book from another country, and you have to make sure you know where their main market is.
Right,
okay?
right.
He was marketing that book to Americans, so I had to correct him on his, the way he was speaking, because Americans wouldn't have got that.
Yeah, we got to. These are good topics, and this is all stuff I try to cover on my channel. So tune in every week to Dark's Coffee Shop Wednesdays at 1 p.m. We have a really good time over over there, and we talk about this stuff. But yeah, these are topics that need discussing. There is no shortage of talent in the indie spaces, and there's no reason that editors shouldn't be sharing their talents and getting paid for it. Just saying, if you're out there and you've got a brain, your grammar is good, and you've got interpersonal skills to be able to work with somebody, put yourself out there as an editor.
Do you remember, Doug, about, I don't know, 2 months ago, I was all happy because we reached our 100,000th view on the network?
Yes, I remember.
That was a couple months ago, right?
If you say so, yes.
It wasn't that long ago, right?
No, it's fairly recent, yes.
We are about 10 days away from 250,000.
Wonderful.
We have doubled our view count of the lifetime of the network in the last 90 days.
Nice. What's up,
Doubled.
Sam? Good to see you.
So it's starting to work, guys. It's starting to take off. This thing is going to work. We're going to get out there. We're going to get you seen. In the last 28 days, for the first time ever, we eclipsed 40,000 views in a 4-day period. That's the first time that ever happened on the net. So it's starting to happen. Just have faith in what we're building and don't give up. I ain't had a chance to read that shit yet. You guys act like I sit around and read comics all day.
And you didn't send me, Sam. I don't know why you're asking me. You didn't send the doctor one, and I'm poor.
We're all poor.
Matthew, thanks for tuning in. He says he's got to go to work. God bless, brother.
Usually Sam does send me books, but what happened this time, I think, is that the prints got there before the books were done, and he didn't want to wait for me to print. He sent me the print.
Yeah.
And there's
yeah.
Book.
Oh, I see. He was greeting both of us, but he was asking you how you liked Tibby. He didn't ask me. All right. So I don't feel quite as slighted. Yeah.
But definitely, Sam, I will let you know when I get a chance to. You know how it goes. When the power goes out, when the cable goes out, we go over there and read. I think dog just crashed a gate.
All right, Pops. It's getting to be about that time, brother.
Yeah, let me see if there's anything right below this that's interesting. Oh, Mike was in Colorado Springs last week. Simon was at the Holgate Shopping Center in Falkirk, in the United Kingdom. And then we're back to Katie. Heroic Tales closed out. John's
long box.
That one closed out.
Great guy.
Yeah, Matthew was on there. And we unboxed Tibby on this show right here, too. So, we got to talk to Matthew and unbox Sam's book right there in the same show. That's how we do it around here, people. We got Monday Madness later today. We have Austin I don't know how to pronounce his name, man. Hoff? Could be. I don't know. We got Austin, and we have a comedian, Dees Casillas, tonight.
All right. What's up, Gable Penny Shot? You coming in at the end, brother?
Wait, you're late.
I don't get to see Gabe around much anymore. Gabe, why is that? Why are you avoiding me? What have I done? I wash my ass and everything.
Oh, dude, we talked about your store at the beginning of the show, Sam, because it was at the top of as we were scrolling through. We definitely talked about that. And you guys go check it out over there on my comics, Snopa store. I told you about all the stuff that's there. We don't have to do it again, but go check it out. Also, if you haven't noticed, there's a little store tab on the Madness YouTube channel now, too. There's some merch over there. There's some cool ass art from people like Doc on the merch.
Support the madness. Support us.
Help us out. Get to Roku, man. Help us get to Roku. Come on.
Yep. All right.
Peace, everybody. I'm going to play some more ads. And one of them, let's see, Doc, is that in here? Oh, yes, it is in here. Okay, one of them is one that Doc requested.
Peace out, everybody.
We got to play Docs, guys. Don't we?
Teaser, not a trailer. Teaser.
A PSH teaser trailer. This is what it says. Later, bro. You gonna be with me tonight?
I'm going to try.
All right. I'll talk to you then. Peace.
All right.
getting you there. Critical plus logistics, getting you done, getting you there.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz
how to drive.
hands. Jazz hands.
Have a good night.